There's a man, oh yeah, standing in the corner. He has no home, he has no food, and his blue skies are gone. Yes, it is. Can you hear him crying out? What up, people? How y'all doing on this glorified Sunday fun day? Okay? How everybody's living, all right? Everyone says, to me, I feel like Sunday is the beginning of a new week. A lot of people refer to Monday as the beginning of a new week. And I feel like the reason why people choose Monday over Sunday is there's a lot of people out there that don't work on the weekends. And they consider Monday, since it's the first day of the week that they have to work, even though the rest of us work on Sunday, they just assume and allude to Monday being the first day of the week. Instead of just being real and honest about it, Sunday is supposed to be the first day. But nevertheless, I'm the best. Welcome to another live stream of I'm Chris Down One. Let me check something out right here. Okay, yeah. We in now. We in now. I just wanted to check and make sure. So we have a very good discussion and a very good topic about Jemele Hill and Cari Chapman, former sports broadcasters at the worldwide leader of sports, ESPN. And they was also part of the woke movement, the woke generation. And the woke movement has been in all types of different communities, but it was notoriously known in sports entertainment. And when a lot of people were talking about this woke movement, I consider the woke movement DOA. It was dead on arrival. Now, before anyone starts commenting, I first like to state this. It's not the fact that I have an issue or a problem with the woke movement or the woke generation. Okay? I don't have an issue with the woke movement. I don't have an issue with Cari Chapman. I don't have an issue with Jemele Hill. I don't have an issue with Michael Smith supporting the woke movement. I don't have an issue with a lot of Black journalists in social media or influencers on other platforms that utilize social media. I have no issue with anyone supporting and labeling themselves as the woke movement. Have no issues with it. Done tons of videos about Cari Chapman and Jemele Hill on both of my platforms, on this platform as well as Just My Opinion podcast. If you haven't subscribed to me over there, subscribe to me over there. And I talk in detail on both these platforms as well as my other social media handles about this woke movement. And let's just get into the story. Let's just address the story, and then we're going to share my thoughts and opinions governing not only the story, but the woke movement. So apparently, Cari Chapman and Jemele Hill was supposed to start yet again another show, grand opening, grand closing for Cari Chapman and Jemele Hill, because they had a show on the Vice Network, and that did not turn out the way they wanted to turn out. They also have a podcast. I think Jemele Hill still has a podcast. And they used to work for the worldwide leader of sports. Try to say that 3 times over there at ESPN, because that's where they were internationally known for, even though they had other jobs and opportunities before ESPN. gave them their, gave them their big break. And now they are a brand. They are a conglomerate. And a lot of people know Cari Champion and Cari Champion and Jemele Hill more for ESPN and less for anything else, more for the topics and their criticism and their comments that they said over the years at the worldwide leader of sports, not so much after that. But Cari Champion and Jemele Hill was going to start another show, and it was going to be featured on CNN Plus. And also Rex Chapman was supposed to be on this show, and they talked about it in detail last year about them starting a new show on a new channel, CNN Plus. CNN Plus needed content for their streaming service, but now comes the word that CNN Plus is shutting down, and they're closing the operations of the programming that they were going to utilize exclusively for ESPN Plus. And Cari Champion and Jemele Hill, caught that axe of seeing there's no more CNN Plus. Now, if you read the article, I have the article down below. You can also Google the article for yourself. And they allude to in this article, as well as other videos and articles that I have researched on, is, the subscriber count. Wasn't a lot of people interested in subscribing to ESPN Plus. Now, a lot of people feel like ESPN Plus degrades the Black culture, specifically the Black male. And if you have that opinion, that's your opinion. Me, on the other hand, I don't really consider ESPN Plus. If you look at where we are today with social media, technology, the way how we consume entertainment and news, okay, I just think CNN Plus is the way of the old, how media was utilized. CNN started, in the cable world. They started on cable TV. Now they have extended their brand to social media. They have a website, and they also extended their brand in podcasting and things of that nature. I think CNN has a radio channel on Sirius XM. So they're dibbling and dabbling and putting their platforms on, other, in other markets. Okay. I think their documentaries are on Netflix or Hulu. So they've been spreading themselves out on these other social media applications and in social media, because when you look at how people get their information, it's not waking up every morning, turning on the television and getting your entertainment that way, or waking up early in the morning and buying a newspaper. And when you read the newspaper, all that news that's printed on that newspaper is already old. That's old news. We have moved on to some other current events and topics that was just added in the day. Okay, so CNN is no stranger. It's no different from Fox News. We report, you decide. It's no different from headline news. I mean, it's no NBC, CBS, ABC. It's the nature of the beast. You either adapt or die. Okay, so ESPN Plus was going to start a streaming service, and I feel like due to the fact that they didn't have enough subscribers to support ESPN Plus, they decided to axe the ESPN, just ESPN Plus. Now, one could argue the content that they had exclusively for ESPN Plus, if it was good content, just because you're crashing the streaming network, you can still utilize this content on your main platform, which is CNN. Okay. But the members of CNN, the doers and the shakers, decides to just cut their losses and get rid of ESPN Plus, CNN Plus, and life goes on with CNN. Now, Cari Champion and Jemele Hill was supposed to have a new show exclusively for ESPN Plus, and ESPN decided to cancel the show. You know, months before the launch of ESPN Plus. That's what even makes it even more shameful. Now, CNN has released a statement talking about CNN Plus, discussing the future of CNN and the possibility of them still maybe downsizing and coming with another application that's similar to CNN Plus. You've been reading the articles and the news. If you've been following, if you're fans of Jemele Hill and Cari Champion, they got on their social media applications and they're deeply saddened that the show has been canceled. But I feel like Jemele Hill, when you read her tweet, she's saying a lot of people is going to take a lot of entertainment from her news, basically, joking on her and things of that nature. But at the end of the day, she said in a tweet, I still have a contract with CNN. They still have to pay me my bread. Okay. They still have to pay me my bread, but I really do feel sorry for the people, the staff members, the people that are not on salary. Now they're going to have to go out and find them another job because this show crashed and burned. Now, I do feel sad for the people who are punching in on the clock. They don't have a contract. I do feel sad for them. And, this is a dog-eat-dog world. The best of the best, they're going to survive and move on to other programming, other shows, things of that nature. Okay. It's going to hurt maybe a couple of weeks, maybe a month, but life goes on for those, for those. Now, for those who scrapped and clawed to get this opportunity or their first big break, working at a show behind the scenes, it's going to be rough for them. It's going to be extremely rough for them, but they're going to have to do they're going to have to follow their instincts and do what they did when they got this opportunity to get this job. They're just going to have to keep pushing, keep believing, keep struggling. Now, even though those individuals do not have a job and don't have a contract with that CNN has to honor, they still can file for unemployment if there's not enough jobs out there. Okay. So yeah, I do feel bad for those individuals. However, I know God is good and God is going to bless them. And I know that they're going to find another way. In the meantime, in between time, they're going to take advantage of the system and the benefits. Okay. Now with Jemele Hill and Cari Champion, it's not like their show was canceled. Now they're going to have a hard time paying their rent or mortgage or their utility bills or their car insurance or anything like that. They're still going to get paid by CNN. Okay. Even if there was a show or if it wasn't a show. Okay. Life is going to go on for those two individuals. But I do say, I feel like if this show was decent and if the content was good, Cari Champion, I don't understand why this show cannot premiere on CNN, the cable show, or one of their podcast shows, or putting this on Hulu or Netflix. Okay, since CNN has other programming from those shows, or from the CNN app, if this was good. But if this was an angle that CNN Plus wanted to utilize at the expense of Cari Champion and Jemele Hill. They're probably looking at it in retrospect. Okay, yeah, we want to promote this angle, but at what cost? Okay, I feel like Jemele Hill, more so Jemele Hill than Cari Champion. I think Jemele Hill is still trying to be, the next, and I forgot his sister, Stacey Dash. Remember when Stacey Dash got that show? I mean, got the opportunity to say her points, her viewpoints, her opinions on Fox News. We report, you decide, and they used and abused her until they couldn't juice anything out of that orange, and then they just let her go into the sunset. And where have Stacey Dash gone? Where have Stacey Dash has landed now? Job related, other than her being in an altercation with her husband and maybe her ex-husband now. But that's all she's been notarized in the news thus far. Now, I also feel like Jemele Hill wants to be like a Candace Owens. Now, Candace Owens has a unique perspective and viewpoint of Black society, Black African American culture. She really bashes it at sometimes. She also bashes Black men. But look at Candace Owens and look at Stacey Dash. Even though they have the same viewpoints, the thoughts and opinions, and even Jemele Hill, if you look at all three of these women, they pretty much are operating in the same lane. They have the same viewpoints, they have the same thoughts, they have the same opinion about Black America, about Black men, about Black society. Okay, they also have the same thoughts and viewpoints of sports entertainment, and about a lot of professional athletes who are African American, who had run-ins with the law. They utilize those stories to promote their arguments and their agendas. Look at all three of those individuals. Okay, all three of those ladies. Stacey Dash has been let go by Fox News. We report, you decide, and she hasn't landed a job since then. Okay, look at Jemele Hill. She was bought out by ESPN. She still writes articles. Okay, she still has her own independent podcast. Okay. But she tried to land back in social media on big platforms such as Vice. She failed there, and then she started wiggling her way to CNN Plus alongside with Cari Champion, and that struggle was real. That struggle was real at launch. We haven't even seen one episode of this new show. Okay, and CNN could have thrown them a bone since they already assigned them to contracts. They could have just promoted this show on their cable network or on the other things that they have in social media when you talk about CNN. But they just decided just cut it and let it go. Just let them just sit at home and ride out their contracts. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a buyout in the near future, depending on the length of these contracts. And, they probably have less than a year on this contract, and they're just going to just let them ride out into the sunset, and they're not going to, reinvest into Cari Champion or Jemele Hill. But yeah, if you look at these three women, they all have the same agenda. They all do the same thing. Okay, but if you look at these three women, the struggle is real with these three. Other than Candace Owens, she still promotes this same lane. She still degrades the African American culture, the African American community. Black Lives Matter. She deframes. She talks about. She talks about the black man. She degrades that. So her logic is not pro black man or pro black family or pro black lives matter. Okay, she swings on the other side of the fence. Okay, if you look at Candace Owens, but if you look at all three of these women, Candace Owens is still getting at her bag. She's still getting at her bag. She still has a voice. Okay, and she cannot be stopped, nor she can be controlled. I give her her props. I give her her salutes. Okay, but if you look at Jemele Hill and Cari Champion, the struggle is real, and they've been fumbling the bag at the goal line ever since they left ESPN. They've been just going from job to job to job, fumbling the bag. Okay, just fumbling taking opportunities just because they're there and fumbling their own bag. Okay, they don't have no longevity in this climate. Okay, and if you look at Stacey Dash, after she was let go over there at Fox News, we report, you decide, she just been in the news for the wrong reasons. She's not in the news promoting her arguments. She's not in the news promoting her agenda. Okay, Stacey Dash is an afterthought. No one is even talking or addressing Stacey Dash. I think I'm the only one that has mentioned Stacey Dash's name in the past 8 months. It's a cold winter for Stacey Dash. Okay, but I think it's going to be even I think it's going to be a cold winter for Jemele Hill and Cari Champion. And here's why I say that. Okay. And once again, this is not hate. I do not hate Cari Champion or Jemele Hill. I just think they are misled or misbelieved in, you can have your agenda, you can have your thoughts, you can have your opinions about anything and everything, but you have to understand the climate and check out the temperature in the room. Your audience, you base your audience from the beginning of your media career, in your journalistic career, writing for papers and writing articles and working at the biggest sports network that has ever been launched, which is ESPN. And now you're doing your own thing. You're still talking about sports topics, but you're doing it in different climates like Vice and like CNN Plus. You have been a contributor for Fox News talking about topics that's related to sports entertainment. I have no issue with it, but sometimes you have to sit back and check the temperature of the room. And the temperature of the room is, you're talking to an audience, but at the same time bashing that audience. You're bashing your livelihood, and you're talking to an audience that's predominantly males, and you have topics and subjects that sublimity or a dash of sports topics, and you want to gravitate to that audience, but you want to bash the topic of sports entertainment. You want to bash these. Hold on one second, guys. Okay. You want to bash the media. Look, you can't bash sports entertainment and how we treat our athletes in sports entertainment, and the majority of the audience is males, and talk about and bash their leagues, their subject matter, or their their athletes, and then smile about it and have your hand out for a check and wonder why you don't have any longevity in this industry. It does not work that way. You can't bash a community, then wonder why you don't have any longevity in that community. Okay. It's no different if a straight man goes into the makeup community, promote his makeup lineup, but bash the audience. You can't have your hand out or scratch your head and go, yo, why this community don't like me? Is it because of the fact I'm a man? I'm a successful man in the makeup industry? No. People don't like you because you bashing the community they adore and they love. You're bashing the people that are in these communities. That's why people don't like you. It's not the fact that you're a man. It's not the fact that you're a man in the makeup industry. It's the fact that you're bashing the makeup industry. You're bashing the creators who provide content or products in the makeup industry, but you're bashing them. And it's not the fact that you're a straight man. Well, the same argument can be utilized for Jemele Hill and Cari Champion. They're going on, well, I don't understand why men hate us. I don't understand why we don't get a lot of respect in the sports entertainment community. And the reason why you don't get respect and the reason why the majority of the audience have turned you off is the fact that you bash the very same community that you're trying to get an audience base from. That's the issue with Jemele Hill and Cari Champion. They want to pick and choose. Hold on one second. They want to pick and choose and have no respect for the game. It is not the fact that you are a woman. It's not the fact that you are a black woman. It's not the fact that you are a black woman with a voice. It's not the fact that you are part and you promote the woke movement. It's none of that. It's the fact that you're bashing a community that's the majority of this community are males, and the majority of the males that's in this community that are entertained by this community are white males. And the majority of those white males, just like a couple of years when Trump was in office, you bashed Trump on ESPN. Make that make sense, Jemele Hill. You work at the worldwide leader of sports. And the worldwide leader of sports, ESPN, is owned by Disney. And Disney perceives themselves as a family-friendly company. They're not into drama. They're not into controversy. Okay? They just want to promote a family-friendly atmosphere. And you did it on your social media handle as well as on ESPN, even though people are going to sit up there and champion the fact that, no, Jemele Hill didn't say that. Jemele Hill didn't do that. And you bash the president of the United States, even though I didn't vote for him. I had no love for Donald J. Trump. I knew Donald J. Trump was going to, at the end of the 4 years, run the office the way we as African Americans are not going to like. Now, he has done some good things for the African American community. He has put in some policies that's helping out, that promotes and done good things for America. But overall, in retrospect, if you look at his 4 years, has had a lot of had let's say it like this, had more downs than ups. Okay, can we at least agree on that, folks? Can we at least agree on that? Had more downs than ups. All right. But Jemele Hill got on television, got on social media, and was bashing the president of the United States. And the majority of people who voted for Trump was Caucasian, was white America, was white males. The majority of people that voted for Trump were white males. Those same white males, those same white male Caucasians watch ESPN. So you can't, you want to be in sports and you want to be in politics, and you try to blend the two together. Sports and politics cannot blend, but you try to, okay? But you're blending two communities that the majority of the people that support those communities are white males. The majority of those people who are in those communities run a lot of operations in those communities that happen to be white males. But then you want to bash them, you want to critique them, okay? And that's why ESPN put the press on you as far as maybe this is not the job for you, and they bought you out. And then you went on to this egotistical African American bashing. Jemele Hill had so much energy for Michael Vick, and I'm not saying what Michael Vick did was right, but two wrongs don't make a right. Okay, I do believe that. She's making waves and talking about Deshaun Watson. Again, I do not agree with Deshaun Watson's actions thus far. I do not agree with the Cleveland Browns trading for Deshaun Watson. Okay? But it's amazing how she's got energy for all the African-American males in sports entertainment, but she had no energy for the white punter for the Giants that beat his wife. She had no energy for that. None. No energy. Look, if you are woke, if you're an advocate of domestic violence, then go all the way with it. Don't just go halfway with it, go all the way with it. All right? Get your facts in order, get your house in order. And once you get all your facts in order and promote your message, okay, you believe in that message, but you want that message stapled on everything pertaining to domestic violence, not the ones that you pick and choose to talk about. And again, and I keep saying this over and over again, I have no hate for Jemele Hill. I have no hate for Cari Champion. My issues with Cari Champion and Jemele Hill are as follows. I think the woke movement was the beginning of the end for a lot of these journalists. You even heard Michael Wilbon promoting the woke movement. Stephen A. Smith promoting the woke movement. Jason Whitlock promoting the woke movement. Colin Cowherd on a small stage promoting the woke movement. Then what happened? When a lot of these people were heavily promoting the woke movement, they're no longer on air. You had people like Stephen A. Smith backstepping what he believed in about the woke movement faster than Michael Jackson doing the moonwalk. You got Jason Whitlock out of a job. You got the Steele, I don't think her name was Michelle Steele. But the Michelle chick that used to do sports that afternoon show on ESPN. I don't even watch most of their shows. Sports Network or whatever it was called, Sports Take. She's no longer in sports media. Jason Whitlock is doing his own thing. He done created a YouTube channel. He's doing his own thing, saying whatever he wants to say. You got the skinny lady that was mixed at ESPN that's half black, half white. Her name is Steele. I used to know all these girls' names, but I don't forgot all of them because they are forgettable. Life goes on, and other people are doing your job 10 times better than you with half the headache and half the pay. That's what the woke movement ultimately did for Black journalism. It shrunk the market of having a robust selection of Black journalists. Now the audience, now the people who are African American that makes content in Black journalism is getting smaller. The circle is getting smaller. The rest of them, the popular names, they have moved on and created their own websites, their own YouTube channels, doing their own thing. But their voice isn't as heard strongly like it was back in the day when you was gravitated to these bigger platforms, such as Fox Sports 1, ESPN. Those days are gone. And that's pretty much what happened to the woke generation. The woke generation is no more. Say bye to all of it. And what spawned after the woke generation, the new birth of the woke generation, you got Jemele Hill and Cari Champion still trying to land somewhere. And of the two, I think Cari Champion is more talented than Jemele Hill. But being paired to Jemele Hill, you're just limiting your growth and your development. The opportunities and the capabilities you could have had doing your own thing, you probably could have secured the bag and done something on a different platform. Cari Champion name rang out a multitude of years ago as a brand of substance, of something important. Not anymore. Because now you got a new crop of female African-American journalists or social media influencers that these big networks are picking up. They're more younger. They got a fresher face, a fresher appeal. And now you have turned into, now you're the past. And I have done tons of videos on this, and I had a lot of people in my comment section talking about, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, Jemele Hill didn't say this. Jemele Hill didn't say that. Folks, sometimes silence speaks more volume than actual words. Sometimes when you are heavily influenced and you're an advocate of phrases and tag words, and if you are into bashing a certain community, then other people are going to look at you as, oh, well, you're just a male basher. Oh, you're this type of basher. You're that type of basher. No different than I hear a lot of people talk about Kevin Samuels. He's a woman basher. But if you really listen to his live stream, is further from the truth. Now, there's a lot of things Kevin Samuels say I don't necessarily co-sign nor agree to. And I do one simple argument. I do one simple thing, to be honest with you guys. Instead of going to a live stream or watching someone's video that I do not support nor endorse, okay, I just unsubscribe and no longer listen to that individual, because I know that individual already has an audience, already has a base, and there's nothing I can say, do to get people off his page. There's nothing I can say or do. I just move on. Life goes on. I move on. But as I move on, I'm going to tell you the truth. Now, it's up to you to figure out what you want to do with that information. If you want to still entertain, if you still want to subscribe to somebody that doesn't have your thoughts, your opinions, your thoughts or your opinions, then fine, go ahead and do that. But with me, I have integrity. I'm not going to subscribe to somebody that we're not in line. Your agenda is different from my agenda. So why am I subscribed to you? I'm not that guy. I have never been that guy. I'd rather you just simply unsubscribe and no longer listen to your content or no longer listen to your discussions or your communication. Some people have a hard time doing that. Some people will just simply subscribe to someone that they don't like, that their algorithm doesn't matches that individual's algorithm. You guys will continue. There's a lot of people out there that will continue to subscribe and go watch every video, go watch every live stream of somebody that they don't agree in fully with. Me, I don't do that. I see a lot of you guys do that. I've seen people create channels and talk about an individual or a content provider day and night, night and day, making live streams talking about this individual, making videos talking about this individual. Think of all the money, time, and energy you wasting on someone you don't like. But someone that you do like, you listen to them half the time because you don't have enough time. There's only 24 hours in a day. You spend 22 of your hours hating on someone you don't like. Meanwhile, the person that you do like, you're not even wasting no time, money, or resources or energy on that individual. You're spending the betterment of all of that on someone you don't like. I'm not here to change your mind, change your thought patterns. I'm just here to share my opinions, my beliefs. I research this stuff. This is what I think. This is what I know. This is what I believe. I'm not here to make enemies. You can still follow Cari Chapman and Jemele Hill. Have no issues with it. But facts are facts. There's a cause and an effect in what you do. And a lot of people, unfortunately, have to learn the hard way. And I think maybe not now, but maybe later, Jemele Hill and Cari Chapman are just going to say, you know what? We're doing this all wrong. But it's too late. There's a new crop of other people out there that's doing your job 10 times better than you, that are 10 times younger than you, that is getting paid 10 times less than you and doing a better job at it. I think in retrospect, when you look at the woke movement, it degraded Black journalism. It belittled the ability to have a voice on your platform. And that's all I got to say on this. Guys, tell me if you like. Please subscribe to the channel if you support the Don Squad movement. Share this with your friends, family, and followers. Hit the like button. I really do appreciate if you do hit the like button. If you want to support this channel even further, hit the join membership button. Okay, you get cool things like new emotes and badges and things of that nature, which I've said in the last live stream yesterday that I'm going to be adding more badges for the join membership people. Normally at this time, I start reading comments, and I don't have I got comments, but unfortunately it's comments about something else. Okay. Now if you wonder and you sent a comment and you still haven't seen your comment, it's not the fact that your comment has been blocked. It's the fact that one or two things are transpiring. It takes 60 seconds for your comment to appear, or you have to subscribe to the channel to even comment. So I kind of want to let people know what has been going on, because I know a lot of people been hitting me up on my other social media handles and they're going like, yo, I commented on your page, like, but I didn't see my comment. And that's it could be one of those two reasons. Okay. I do have a skit about retail, stores from retail, that's going to premiere Monday. So at 5 p.m. So EST. So please go support that. And this new month, we're just going to do straight live streams. We're going to do interaction live streams like this. That the joint that I did yesterday, Black China and Kim Kardashian, that's doing good. That's doing well. I don't know about this one. We'll have to wait and see how this one turns out and plays out for me. But yeah, we're gonna start doing joints like this. That way I don't have to edit anything. Then you gotta process it. Then once you process the video, you gotta download the video. Then you got to add all these tags and things of that nature. With live streams, all you gotta do is put your title in, your description, you put your tags in, you set it for whenever you're going to do the live stream, and you're good to go. Okay, it's there. All you got to do is just touch live, and then here you go. I think this is a lot easier. Okay, and I used to do live streams back in the day, and I'm going to have a video about that time. It'll premiere sometime this week. I just don't know. But I'm gonna start doing more live streams here. Also, follow me on Just My Opinion podcast. You can go check that out for yourself over there. And do the same thing: rate, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, family, and followers. Hit the like button. Hit the join membership if you want to have a join membership there. I'm gonna do a live stream tomorrow on that platform if you guys want to check that out. But I had fun doing this. Once we start getting the live viewership numbers go up, I'm going to start including guests on the platform. I'm just going to speak my mind, my thoughts, and my opinion. And then I'm just going to add a guest here. And we're just going to check it out right there. You're free to say whatever you want to say, long as you're not negative. Being negative is not an issue, but if explicit content is an issue. Okay, so we're going to be doing that. We're going to be doing a lot of things on this channel, and moving forward, I have experimented with this channel, and I said this in my video, and that I'm going to upload sometime this week. And I've been experimenting, and I feel like this month we're going to find whether or not this will work for this channel. So this channel started live streams. Okay, we started doing, even though we started doing videos, I chopped up videos here and there. Ultimately, I did a lot of live streams on this channel. So we're going to do that as well. So eventually, I want to have a morning show concept where I spend maybe 2 hours a day and have a lot of viewers. I would love to have viewers listening to this, but it is what it is. If I'm unable to do that, well, but we're just starting the growth process right now, and we're lightweight. I'm not saying we're light years, but we're ways from having a consistent level of live viewers. Now, I do get viewers on the re-air when y'all watch the rerun instead of the live. So, yeah, that's all. So, it's your boy, the host with the most. I do not brag or boast. I'm coming to you live from coast to coast. It's your boy. I'm up out of here. Deuces, salute. Hope everyone has a lovely, productive Sunday fun day. And let's get into it, okay? Deuces, guys. Deuces, deuces, deuces.